Hello and welcome in.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. If you are in Denver, from Denver, you know there's a lot of snow outside. We'll have to see what happens with this Nuggets game tonight. The weather is getting very crazy, so if you are out and about, please drive carefully. If you are watching this and you're in your car driving, please just listen to audio. You don't have to look at me. You can look at this later, but make sure you're safe. Stay warm. I did last night. I'm admitting it. Last night I decorated for Christmas in this house. Yes, I did. I have Christmas trees everywhere. I have my nativity scene up. I mean, it is Christmas in this house. The snow outside definitely motivated me to get my Christmas stuff going here. But happy Friday, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. We're going to start breaking down some Denver local sports here. Then I'm going to get into 3 NFL matchups that I am liking because I think they're going to be really great and fun to watch matchups. And then at the end, I'm going to throw you a surprise bet. And by the time I'm done talking about those 3 matchups, I bet you will already know where I'm leaning for my bet. We've got Cedric in the chat. Let's go, Cedric. Yes, it is Nuggets game day. Happy Nuggets game day. We're going to get into that in a second. But first, let's start with all things Denver sports. Okay, we've got some sports to talk about here. And I'm going to start with the Avalanche. I don't know a ton about the world of hockey. We've got some really great coverage at Guerilla Sports. All things hockey are covered by JJ, Megan Angley, and Jesse Montano. They do an amazing, amazing job at covering and giving you all the things you need to know about the Colorado Avalanche. So if you are a hockey fan, I'm not your girl. I'm going to just break it down for you on the most simple level, but we've got you covered on all things Avalanche all season long, so make sure you're tuning into that. The Colorado Avalanche unfortunately fell short last night against the Winnipeg Jets. The final score of that game, 0-1 Jets last night. They are 6-8 now, 6th in the Central Division in the Western Conference, despite having a really rough start to their season, actually, losing quite a few games up front. Then they were on a pretty solid winning streak there, fell short last night. Hopefully they can get back into it. Shout out to the Colorado Avs. This is the weather for them. This is definitely feeling very hockey. I think of hockey and I think of cold, and it's cold outside. So hopefully the Avs can continue to keep pushing along. The Denver Nuggets, if you guys missed it, dominated the OKC Thunder. It was only a 2-point win, but again, the OKC Thunder are arguably one of the best teams in the NBA, definitely the best team in the Western Conference. They are now 7-1. However, they were undefeated before taking on the Denver Nuggets on Wednesday night. The Nuggets found a way to win. Really great performance by them, especially considering the fact that Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray were both out in that game. The Nuggets are now 5-3 despite having an 0-2 start to their season. Really exciting stuff to see. I think everybody in Nuggets Nation was a little worried about what this Nuggets team was going to look like this season, given their rough start and not defending home court very well. Then they went on the road, found a way to get some wins. Now they're back. They've been back at home. They've been getting wins at home. And tonight they face the Miami Heat. Now, the Nuggets right now are 7th in the Western Conference. I believe they are tied from a record perspective with the Houston Rockets and the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks will be a team they will face at home on Sunday. So we can expect hopefully a high scoring and very fun game there. The Miami Heat, 3-4, and they are also 7th in the Eastern Conference. Now, I've said this many times before. If that doesn't show you the difference in the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference, I don't know what does. Both the Nuggets and the Miami Heat are both 7th in their conferences. One of those teams is 3-4. The other is 5-3. There you go. That should tell you all you need to know. The Western Conference is highly competitive. It will be a bloodbath this season. I'm completely prepared for that. Okay. Football, the Denver Broncos. Okay, they are 5-4 despite a rough start to their season as well. That seems to be a trend here in Denver right now. They're starting off slow and then they find their rhythm. They're well-coached teams and they're finding ways to get some big wins here. So 5-4 for the Denver Broncos. They are 3rd in the AFC West. And this weekend, this Sunday, they are taking on the team that is 1st in the AFC West right now, and that is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs are also 1st in the NFL right now. They are the only undefeated team left standing. They are a perfect 8-0. I'm not sure if the Broncos can hand them a loss. Right now, the Broncos are making some good movements towards a very positive direction. Defensively, this has been one of the best defenses in the NFL, despite really struggling against the Baltimore Ravens. But the Baltimore Ravens last week proved that once again that they have the best offense in the league, and they proved it again last night. What a game that was on a Thursday night. So the Baltimore Ravens handed the Broncos a pretty tough loss, 41-10 Ravens. So yeah, tough loss there for the Broncos. Hopefully it was a slap in the mouth that they needed to kind of button things back up. But we've seen this offense trending towards a positive direction. And our defense has been extremely reliable and consistent all season long. So hopefully it's not a massive blowout here by the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it will be very tough for this Broncos team to get a win. That being said, Patrick Mahomes, as great of a quarterback as he is, the best in the league, he likes to turn the ball over, and we have Pat Surtain on our side. So could be something special there. Our offense, like I said, finding some rhythm. So hopefully we're trending in a better direction. But in an hour, I will be live with Nate and BK to break down that Broncos-Chiefs game a little bit more in detail. So if you're a football head, if you're like, hey, let's talk a little bit more about this, we will in an hour. For now, I'm just giving you the bare minimum and letting you know that we're facing the Chiefs, a division rival and the best team in the NFL right now. So hopefully the Broncos have prepared this week to take on Patrick Mahomes. Hopefully they've got a plan in place because the Chiefs are great. Okay, let's move to college. The CU Buffs, the Colorado Buffaloes under Coach Prime, clinched a bowl game. They are in bowl contention here, third in the Big 12. Now, Colorado moved to the Big 12 just this year. There were conversations about it happening. This is the first time we're seeing it actually happen through a whole season. I am a part of the Big 12. My alma mater is in the Big 12. Shout out TCU Horned Frogs. The Big 12 is pretty competitive, and adding these new teams in, it feels weird. I'm used to the Big 12 that's got Iowa State, the Kansas teams, the Texas teams, West Virginia. Now we've got a lot going on, and the CU Buffaloes are doing a very great job at competing in this conference. They are not only 6-2, but they are 4-1 in conference play. Now that we've got a 12-team playoff, this could be a team, if they win out the rest of the season, this could be a team that we see in the playoffs, and what an accomplishment that would be. Coach Prime coming in last year. They lost 8 of their last 9 last season, so despite a hot start and bringing all this media attention to Boulder, they kind of fell off at the end of their season last year. But Coach Prime proving coaching matters. He's a phenomenal coach, and he's brought a lot of success to Boulder. It's been very fun to watch that all unfold. And so if this team wins out, they're facing the Texas Tech Raiders tomorrow. The Texas Tech Raiders are 6-3. Should be a good game. I'm excited to watch it. But again, if this Buffs team wins out, don't be surprised if they have got a playoff game under their belt. Should be fun to watch. It's been very fun to watch this Buffs team. Hopefully they can continue showing how great they are, and Coach Prime can continue to coach this team to success. He's done a great job so far. So that is your update so far for local sports, Denver sports, you name it. We've got you covered here. Let's get into some of the NFL games that I want to talk about. I want to start with Jets Cardinals. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, you know that, or you don't know, if you haven't been paying attention, you don't know that the Jets acquired Davante Adams. I think there has been a switch in Aaron Rodgers. I think having Davante Adams on his side, reuniting the two of them has brought a little life to this Jets offense, which you would hope so. Davante Adams is phenomenal, and he's unfortunately just been a part of losing franchises since the last time he played with Aaron Rodgers, but he's back with Rodgers. This Jets team is far better than their record when you look at the talent that they've got. They had some issues with their head coach, Robert Saleh. He is gone, and they've made some changes, mid-season changes that are hopefully going to turn this season around for them. They are far more talented than their record right now. The Jets are finding a little bit of rhythm after taking down the Houston Texans last week. Big game from Garrett Wilson. What a catch. I think we're all still thinking about it and talking about it. It was phenomenal. But this week, the Jets are taking on the Cardinals. Now, the Cardinals have one of the league's best rushing attacks. Arizona absolutely needed to upgrade its pass rush. So they went out and they stole one of the Broncos' very own Baron Browning. Should elevate this pass rush absolutely for this Cardinals team. And we know that Aaron Rodgers isn't getting any younger. So he may be on the ground a little bit more in this one. However, the Jets defense should be able to contain this Cardinals offense, despite how exciting this Cardinals offense has been to watch. I have very much enjoyed watching Kyler Murray play football this season. So it's been fun to watch. Nonetheless, I do think there is an absolute advantage here with this New York Jets pass offense, and I think that's going to be the advantage in this one. I lean Jets in this game. Again, I think that the Jets are in a good position to flip their season around, and I think that's the motivating factor is that, hey, we didn't start off very great. We took a few pretty good hits. Things were kind of feeling, I don't want to say over, but there were some games in there where it was like, oh, this is this is not turning out how I think Jets fans hoped that it would. But again, getting Devontae Adams, I think it gave this offense some life. Aaron Rodgers, I think his demeanor probably changed for the better once he got Adams. So I do think there's an advantage through the air in this one for the Jets. So I lean Jets in this one, but should be a good matchup nonetheless. Steelers, Commanders, okay? Russell Wilson at the helm. We've seen him performing very well under Mike Tomlin, which I expected. Mike Tomlin, to me, is one of the best coaches in the NFL. So to me, there's a coaching advantage here for the Steelers. I am always going to lean in favor of Mike Tomlin, no matter who he's up against. I love him as a coach in this league. But let's not forget, Washington has been a complete surprise to many this season. They have looked outstanding offensively. Jaden Daniels, he has been tearing it up. Now, this might be the best defense that Jaden Daniels has had to face so far. So we may see a little bit of a drop off here. That's not to say that this team is not still talented. They just made some really, really great trades just before the trade deadline, getting Marshawn Lattimore. So yeah, there's going to be some, this to me might be, is it fair to say this might be one of my favorite matchups this weekend? It might be. I really love the Steelers. I think they're a well-coached machine. I love their defense. I've loved watching Russell Wilson shine. Despite him not working out in Denver, I've enjoyed watching that. So the Steelers will present a tough test, a defensive test for Jaden Daniels, despite him having a phenomenal season so far. This is probably going to be the toughest defense that he's faced based on physicality alone. This Steelers defense does not let up for anybody, and I don't think they're not letting up for sure. If they've watched any of Jaden Daniels' performances so far this season, they know they've got to come prepared, and I think that they will. Like I said, very, very well-coached machine over there. As much as I like the Commanders, I do think that there is a little bit of experience in favor of the Steelers as well. Jaden Daniels is a rookie. He's had really great performances. Russell Wilson, we've seen turn himself around a little bit, and he's a veteran. I think that in all forms, the Steelers here have an experience advantage. I think they also have a bit of a coaching advantage here. I think it's going to be a great game, but I don't know. I think I'm leaning on defense in this one. Defense wins championships. We know this. And finally, want to talk a little bit about the Texans versus the Lions. Now, the Texans, to me, one of my favorite teams to watch. I am a huge CJ Stroud fan, but Stephon Diggs went down. They had a tough loss on Halloween night to the Jets, who, again, we're in a really bad spot going into that game. Things were not looking up, and then they finally got a very good competitive win under their belts. So the Jets are in the process of turning their season around. In doing so, unfortunately, the Texans faced an L against the Jets. Now, as much as I love the Texans, I don't know who the hell is stopping this Detroit Lions offense. I really don't. Right now, they are playing, without a doubt, the best offense in the league. Like, it is not even close. I love watching this Lions team. They have a top scoring offense in the NFL. Jared Goff got paid in the offseason, and it shows. That was worth every single penny that Detroit could have spent. They also got an edge rusher, okay? Zadarius Smith pretty much proves that this Detroit Lions team is all in. This is their year, and they believe it, and they are doing everything they can to be firing on all cylinders here. Unfortunately, the Texans, now without Stephon Diggs, they also desperately need their wide receiver Nico Collins back. So unfortunately, I think in this one, the Texans have what it takes to compete with a team like the Lions, but I just don't see it right now. This Lions team is on fire, and I just don't think anybody is going to be able to slow them down, especially not a banged up Texans team. So I think the Lions are all in. I think this is their year. I think if they keep playing this way, they will be a Super Bowl contender and potentially a Super Bowl winner. They are playing phenomenal football right now. It's been very fun to watch. So this is another game that I'm very much looking forward to. I think it'll be a very competitive one, and it'll probably be high scoring, and I think it'll be very fun to watch. So those are the 3 games, and now I'm giving you my play for this weekend, my bet. What is it, Liv? You just talked about 3 games. Well, I'm going to let you guess. Cedric is in the chat. I'm not sure if anybody else is here. Let me just hop on over to Twitter. I'm going to repost this so we can get a couple more people in here, maybe in the chat, engaging with us a little bit. But I'll let you guess. Based on hearing me talk about those 3 matchups, what do you think Liv's pick is for this weekend? Well, the world of betting is tough because lines move, and sometimes they move to a point where you're like, I don't really know if I like it anymore. I don't know if I like it, but I can't fade my gut on this one. I feel very confidently about how prepared this team is going to be despite there being some line movement. Here's your hint. I'll let you guess on what you think my bet is, but here's your hint. The line was at 3. It is now at 2.5. I'm not going to tell you which side I'm on yet. I'm going to let you guess. Cedric seems to be the only vocal one in the chat today. So Cedric, you tell me, what do you think my bet is? Your hint is that the line moved from 3 to 2.5. If you guess, then I will go into detail about why I like this, which side I'm on in that game and why I like it. Hashtag shut up and take my money said, quit complaining, Liv. I'm here too. I'm sorry. You weren't saying anything. And I actually can't see specific users that are watching. I can only see the people that are in the comments. So if you're watching this and you're like, Liv, why haven't you noticed that I'm here? Unless you start talking to me in the chat, I don't know that you're here. So get in the chat, talk to me, let me know you're here. Also, shout out Guerilla Sports. I know you guys see this merch. It is the comfiest sweat set that I own, and if I could wear it every single day, I would, but I don't like to be a super big outfit repeater, so I try to, space some things out here. So we've got 2 of you in the chat making some noise here. Haven't seen anybody guess it yet, so I'm just going to tell you. The Steelers-Commanders game, at one point, the Commanders were favored by 3, okay? Now the Commanders are only favored by 2.5. Gotta tell you, I preferred the number at 3 because if it's a field goal game, it's a push. You don't really lose any money. You can go about your day and not feel very sorry for yourself. Now, it's now 2.5, but let me tell you something. Not only do I want to sprinkle on plus 2.5, but I feel very confidently in this very physical defense by the Steelers to give Jaden Daniels probably the hardest time he's had all season long. I also love Mike Tomlin. I blindly tail Mike Tomlin a lot. Sometimes it bites me in the butt, but most of the time it doesn't. He's a very winning head coach. Despite having pretty bad rosters most years, he is above 500. This man knows what he's doing. I don't know what to tell you. He's one of the best in the league. Now, he said, don't be sad, Liv. I'm not sad. It's Friday. Come on. Not sad. Love it. My Christmas decorations are up. I'm happy. I'm jolly. I'm loving life right now. I am willing to also put my money on Steelers to win outright here at plus 126. I think this is a close game. I think this is highly competitive. I'm trusting this Steelers defense to be very physical and slow down this very surprisingly good Commanders offense here. Jaden Daniels is going to be up against some big dogs, okay? And they're going to give him a hard time. I also like Mike Tomlin a lot, and I think that there is an experience advantage here with the Steelers. So give me the Steelers, not only plus 2.5, but also Steelers money line. I said what I said. I'm confident about what I said. I like what I said. I'm a big Mike Tomlin supporter and fan. And yeah, I'm trusting Russell Wilson with my money over Jaden Daniels. She sounds insane, but I'm liking the direction that this Steelers team is heading right now. So give me the Steelers on the money line because of experience, a very physical defense that is the best that Jaden Daniels has arguably seen this so far this season, and Mike Tomlin. What more is there to say, folks? There's not. Steelers, money line. That's my pick. I'm sorry. Can't help it. So there you have it. We broke down local sports, aka Denver sports. I decorated for Christmas. Nobody asked about that. That wasn't in my rundown, but I'm telling you because it's important to me, so therefore it must be important to you in this very moment. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Okay, talked about local sports, talked about Denver sports, talked about my Christmas decorations, broke down 3 different matchups that I think are going to be really fun to watch this weekend. Jets, Cardinals, Steelers, Commanders, and Texans, Lions. Those are the 3 best games on the slate. And I'm a Broncos fan. Those are the 3 best games on the slate, and it's not even close, okay? So broke down some of those games, and then I provided you with a pick. It's kind of a hot take. We're hoping that the dogs are barking far more than last weekend, considering the favorites were 14-1 last weekend. Woo! Woo! Okay, dogs, it's time to make some noise. I don't like chalky plays. I don't like betting favorites. I like an underdog. So I'm hoping the dogs are barking this weekend a little bit more because it does make betting and watching the NFL just more fun. But I also have a dog in this one. I've got a dog in this fight, and that is Steelers money line at plus 126 against the Commanders, who are pretty badass in their own right. But I don't know. Jaden Daniels, I'm not sure he's prepared. Not sure he's prepared for the physicality of this Steelers defense. So you already know. Steelers money line. Okay, that's all for me. How are you guys feeling? How is your day going? Are you excited for the weekend? Do you have any plans for the weekend besides just rotting in your couch and watching sports? Because that is my plan. Gonna keep you guys very transparent on this one. Like I said, in about 40 minutes, I will be live with Nate and BK to talk all things Denver Broncos versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, what the crap is this? Lakers about to teach you a lesson, Westbrook lady. I didn't realize we were choosing violence on a Friday morning. Excuse me. Then the next comment says, stop praising Westbrook like he a god, Liv. First of all, I am let me tell you something. I don't know how often you've been here, Essence Solace. Okay. My bad. Solace. Anyway, look, you got me so irritated I can't even pronounce words properly. I don't know how often you've been here. I'm a very honest person, okay? I've spoke very transparently about Jamal Murray on this show and the things that I think he needs to work on and the way in which I think we overpaid him. Let me tell you something right now. I'm a very honest person. What I struggle with Lakers fans is that sometimes their delusion clouds their judgment so badly that they refuse to accept what is happening before their very eyes. Did Westbrook or did Westbrook not have a 29-6-6 game? Did he or didn't he? Pretty sure I didn't make that up. Pretty sure I saw that in the box score. Pretty sure that's fact, okay? So based on that, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about what Westbrook's bringing to the Denver Nuggets. Forgive me if I'm a little excited that we've got somebody in our second unit that can score points. Or play defense. I don't make the rules. I just follow them. Westbrook is elevating the Denver Nuggets right now. Now, you may be sitting there thinking, what does that say about the Denver Nuggets? Well, it says that we struggled last year. You're not telling me anything I don't already know. But I'm not going to sit here in my cloud bubble of haterness, which Lakers love to live in. Lakers fans at this point in time are just mad that Westbrook looks better than most of their bench combined. Sorry. I'm sorry he didn't work out for you. But to be honest with you, if you had a less toxic franchise, it might have worked out. What's the overturn like in LA? Let's cut to the chase here. What's the overturn like in LA when you're not producing AD or LeBron numbers? You're gone. You're gone. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me that we wanted to make history in LA and we drafted Bronny James and now he's not even there. Don't be mad at me. I didn't do that. I didn't set you up for failure. That wasn't my problem. That was yours, okay? So don't be a hater. Don't come on this channel and make it sound like all I do is blow smoke up Denver Nuggets butts. I don't. I'm actually quite the opposite, to a point where sometimes people say, hey, you're being a little too tough on these guys. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am, but it's because I expect greatness from this team and I want greatness for this team. And I'm sorry, 29-6-6, pretty great. Those aren't really washed up numbers, if you ask me, but let Lakers fans tell you he is washed. He needs to retire. Yeah, I'm sorry. If I've got a 29-6-9, I'm not retiring. Snooze, you lose. Too bad, so sad. He didn't work for you. Too bad. He's working for us. So calm down. And if you're going to sit there and say, it's super early, it's a long season, that didn't stop you guys from trolling my page after one game, did it? No. It did not. You still got on your little keypads and you said, I'm going to let Liv Moods hear it. She was excited about this man and look at what he's doing. Yeah. At one point, Westbrook was 11.1% from the field in the first few games of the season. And I tucked my tail like I know how to do. I puffed up my chest and I said, I might have been wrong on this one, folks. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't unpin the video from my profile that was gassing up Russell Westbrook. I didn't back down on anything I said. I just said, it's not looking good so far. But see, that's what happens when you're quick to get on those little keyboards and start typing about crap you know nothing about, because now you look like Boo Boo the Fool. Now he's got 29, 6, and 6. Now he's had 2 defensive player of the games. Stay mad, because I'm chilling. I am chilling. Stay mad. Yeah, JJ Redick looked pretty pissed when he walked over to that bench and slammed it to the ground when there was a fat air ball through the air. It looks like you guys have a couple more Westbrooks on your team. Maybe it's not what Russell Westbrook that was the problem. Maybe it never was. Maybe it's LA. Maybe it's the Lakers. Ever thought about that? Ever thought about if you remove LeBron and AD, what do you have? LeBron is old. Still great, but at some point, he's not going to be playing in the NBA anymore. What do the Lakers do? I have a feeling they get really quiet on social media when LeBron stops playing there, because I'm not sure they have a backup plan besides Anthony Davis being healthy and putting up MVP numbers and LeBron James balling out till he's 65. Guess what? He's not going to play until he's 65. So there's got to be a little bit of a process here that can't just rely on LeBron James. I saw a couple guys in that Lakers game that looked an awful lot like the Westbrook you guys had. Maybe it wasn't Westbrook after all. Maybe the common denominator all along was the Los Angeles Lakers. Woo! All right. Didn't want to go there, but unfortunately, I was forced to go there because this man is trying to make it sound like I am just this blind fangirl of Westbrook. No, I just calls it like I sees it. And what I sees is 29, 6, and 6 and some pretty good defense being played by Russell Westbrook, who is apparently washed and should retire. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all for now, folks. Woo! That felt good. That was therapeutic, actually. Every time a Lakers fan gets in this chat and starts talking to me, it is like therapy session, baby. And I'm here for it. That being said, Essence Solace says, you sound annoying though sometimes, and yet you're still here. It's like you like annoying or something, because I know I'm annoying. That is a fact. Ask any person close to me in my life, is Olivia ever annoying? They won't even have to think. It will be like this before you even finish asking the question. I've known this. I'm not for everybody. My delivery's strong and loud, even without a mic in front of my mouth. This is just me. And typically the people that think I'm annoying are the people that don't like the truth I'm spewing. Oof. It's tough sometimes. But I am annoying. That's a fact. You're not telling me anything I don't already know. You're not. Oh, he said, or you talk too much. Yeah, that's the thing. I get paid to talk, which is kind of awesome. My mom used to joke with me when I was young, and she used to say to me, you need to find a job where you can get paid to talk because you never shut your mouth. Parent-teacher conferences when I was young, Olivia is always prepared. She's a great student. She gets all A's, but damn, she cannot shut up. We've moved her to 5 different places in the room, and she makes a new friend every day. If there was a way to fix this talking too much problem, I would have tried that by now. I don't think it's possible. It just is who I am. And thankfully, my Guerilla Sports family, they pay me to sit in a chair with a mic in front of my mouth and talk too damn much. I love that for me. So anyway, that's all on this happy and fabulous Friday. Like I said, it is really snowing outside. So please take care of yourselves and drive very, very carefully and safely. We will keep you very honest about tonight. My plan was to go to the Nuggets game. It is really snowing outside. So there may be a chance that I have to do coverage right here from this house because I did have to run a quick errand for my car this morning because I was thinking I was going to drive downtown. And by the time I was finished with that appointment, it looked really nasty outside. So if it continues this way, we may have to do some filming from home, but don't you fret. You will have coverage from me personally in regards to this Nuggets game, so long as it still takes place, even if I don't drive to the game, because I do drive a small car and, it's a little scary sometimes. I will have you covered on all things Denver Nuggets taking on the Miami Heat tonight. So please don't fret. You will still have coverage regardless of what it looks like outside. It just may be from home, which is okay. We're still going to get you covered. All right. So thank you guys. I'm seeing some comments here. I love you all. We love you, Liv. Lakers fans are so salty. It's true. Peace out. I love you guys tons. Thank you so much for being here. Even the ones that think I'm annoying and I talk too much, I also love you because you're here, you're listening. And for that, I'm sending you all of my love and my best. We will see you guys in 30 minutes for an episode of Off Field to break down the Broncos-Chiefs matchup for this weekend. And like I said, no matter what happens with the weather outside, as long as the Nuggets are playing, I will have you covered with some content, okay? Even if it's from here or my couch, me screaming at the TV, doesn't matter. I've got you covered. So I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful and happy weekend. We will see you very soon, and let's go Nuggets. Let's go Broncos. Let's go Avs. Let's go Buffs. Let's go Colorado.